Alright guys, well we are back. The lighting kinda sucks, I know, but you know, we're always dipping on that Cope Straight. And today is kind of a special day. Well, we've been... Alright, so the reason why I didn't want to post this video too soon is because of all the shit that has gone down. You know, it just keeps adding on and piling. You know, New York is releasing new tactics and strategies on how they're protecting Trump Towers. It seems like every day there's a new group of protesters forming. So I'm just going to talk about I guess I'm just going to talk about it all. You know, I do find this very grotesque and un-American as to see a complete protest against the elected president before he's even done anything. Now, I know most people say, you know, especially the people that I have on Instagram, that, you know, revolting the president is the most patriotic thing that you can do. You know, when the man hasn't even done anything, and the only things that he has announced on working on is the border and, the right to carry. You know, he's getting rid of gun-free zones for the most part for military and for most people. Obviously not in schools and other government official buildings, but, you know, he keeps on... he's getting rid of all the gun-free zones that he can. So, immediately, within his first 100 days of being the president-elect, he's already helping us with our Second Amendment. One of the things that I'm kind of questioning Trump on is these protests. Now, yes, these people do have their First Amendment rights, and he's respecting that, and I kind of give props to Trump. You know, with just ignoring these people. That's all he's doing. He's just ignoring them for the time being. And on one hand, I find that that's great. That, you know, he's not going to be one of those presidents to attack, you know, freedom of speech. You know, the freedom of getting together and protesting. You know, he's accepting that, you know, he was not very well liked and that the media did portray him as a monster. I just think that people need to give him a chance before we go ahead and fucking try and demolish, you know, his presidency. I mean, at least give the guy, you know, at least let him make it to his inauguration before we even try to fucking impeach the dude. I mean, he hasn't even done anything yet, you know, bad or good. I mean, he's fought for border control, and he's fought for our Second Amendment rights. Two things that he made promises on. And so, I mean, he's keeping his word. I'm just saying, you know, it's not like he's it's not like he's fucking gone out and put people in internment camps. He's not fucking going off and doing a bunch of radical shit. I mean, if he starts doing shit like that, then fine, yeah, we gotta impeach him. But until that day happens, I really don't find any necessary reason to protest against him or try to get him impeached yet. I mean, I'm all about, even Clinton of all fucking people, that corrupted cunt. She said, let's embrace him with an open mind and give him the chance. It's what the people wanted. Now, the other thing with Washington, Oregon, and California trying to secede the Union, step the fuck off, bros. That's kind of southern shit, and that's for the real patriots, not you liberal crybabies that all fucking say you hate America. You guys need to step the fuck off with that whole secession thing. Pennsylvania, you have no real purpose. You have no real cause. You literally just don't like the president. You guys casted your votes, and your votes all went to fucking Clinton. So, shut the fuck up. And that brings me to my next topic, getting rid of the electoral votes. When you have a nation so divided, Democrat and Republican-wise, as well, when you have the Libertarian candidate, Gary fucking Johnson, that dumbass, get almost 4 million votes. Jill Stein with almost 1 million votes. And other presidential candidates that were not on the ballot in all states getting votes. And 11,000 votes went to fucking Harambe. We have to understand here. People wrote, I know I personally talked to people that voted for their cat. I am not making this up. I talked to people that wasted their vote on their cat. The popular vote does not define the American opinion. Because guess what? We have a bunch of fucking idiots in this country. And I'm not talking about Democrats. I'm not talking about the regressive left. I'm just talking about 11,000 people over the age of 18 got up, got dressed, went to an election in their state and voted for Harambe. 11,000 people. That's not a lot compared to the American population. But considering 11,000 people went out and felt the need that Harambe would be a better president than Trump and Clinton and Johnson and Jill Stein, you know there's an issue. When you have people voting for their pets, you know there's an issue. And when you have one of the lowest election turning points in the entire country, you know there's an issue. But we refuse to talk about these issues, and furthermore, we refuse to give our president-elect a chance when we've had an idiot in office for almost 8 years now. Look, I'm no fan of Obama. That's not a surprise to anybody that really knows me or that watches this channel. But for Christ's sake, can we just be a little patient and give Trump 100 days before we start impeaching or trying to impeach him? Look, until a first notion passes, so far all I've seen from Trump is helping the Second Amendment, respecting the First Amendment, and working on our borders. 3 things he said he'd do. Congratulations, we have our first honest president in a fucking while. Look, guys. I know the people that are watching this are most likely pro-Trump, and I know I have a few Hillary supporters on here that like to fucking bash. But let's be real here for just a quick second. Trump hasn't done anything he says he wasn't going to do. And you know what? He respects the LGBTQ. Okay? As a Republican, he is openly minded, supporting them. He's not trying to get rid of gay marriage. He's not trying to take away your rights. Trump has actually done the shit he said he was going to do. And I am more proud of him for that than anybody else. So why don't we give him his first 100 days before we try to start impeaching him? Let him do something bad first. At least let the guy do something totally radical before we go ahead and try to impeach him. That's all I'm saying. Even the Founding Fathers gave Britain a chance before they said fuck you. Okay? They were under British rule for a while. They didn't like how shit was going. Taxation became too much. And people said, fuck you. That's how it worked. He hasn't raised taxes yet. He hasn't abolished Obamacare yet. Maybe his plan for healthcare, national healthcare, will be 10 times better than Obama. I mean, considering it's $6,700 more than what they were expecting, going on the national average, people are paying $4,100 and more a year so far in 2016, when they were told that they were going to be saving $2,500. So that $2,500 vanished, became nothing. They're not saving, and then they're spending an extra $4,100. That is $6,600 more dollars a year that they're intending that healthcare is, instead of what they promised. All right, so what's Obama lied? Why haven't we impeached him? Oh, well, you know what? January 20th, guys. Fucking Trump's in office. And even Obama's respecting, the fact that the American people voted Trump in office. Hillary won the popular vote by a slight 100,000. Keeping in mind, 45% of the country did not vote. Some of the lowest polls since the 90s. Okay, we're talking about Bush in 2001, 2002. Being elected. Can we slow the fuck down here? Alright? The Bush administration had a bigger turnout when he was running. So, these protests are getting out of hand. Trump has not done a single action that he said he wasn't going to do. I am proud of him for that. I am proud I voted for him. But let's make this very well known. Give the guy 100 days in office before you go and try to impeach him. Because guess what? Within those 100 days, if he doesn't do everything or most of the shit, because he's already pushing for a lot of stuff that he was promising, I mean, fine, then his presidency wasn't doing as good. Doesn't take the first 100 days, but let's give him that at least to, see what he's going to do, what actions he's going to put in motion, what he's going to attack first. Already, he's helping our gun rights. I know for the regressive left that are terrified, but from the people's point of view, we need our Second Amendment. Our Second Amendment's the difference between us being people and us being victims. And I'm sorry, but it's the truth. And you know what? If we keep crying over the president, you're not going to accomplish shit. You want a revolution, what are you going to fight it with? Dildos and bongs? No major course of action, besides for women's voting and a civil rights movement, which, two very big issues in America. They weren't all peaceful. There were the few radicals that had to, push along some shit to get it done. The American Revolution, I mean, come on, people. I mean, we have all these fights that we've done and accomplished. We've gone through shitty presidents. We've gone through great presidents. We've gone through okay presidents that haven't done shit. What does Trump bring to the table that's so bad that you want to impeach him as soon as he's elected? I do have a cold. I'm sorry. But seriously, he doesn't bring anything bad worse than any other candidate ever has to the presidential table. I'm sorry, but as a nation, we're divided. And that's the problem, and that's the issue. We no longer stand together. Together, we stand. Divided, we fall. That is one big message on my channel that I always support and say and back up. Give him a chance. At least give him that. See y'all on the dip side.